That's it. Sorry, dropped it. Hello. How's it going, guys? I thought that was fun talking to you yesterday, so I wanted to get on and see what came up today. Oh, hi, Justin. What's up, Coach? Very nice. Brian. Martinez.Pete. Wow. Good to see you all. Happy Sunday. It's super pretty in San Diego, which I feel a little guilty being inside right now. I was outside this morning and it's very nice. Yeah. Where are you from? Where's everyone here from? Say what up. Say what up. There you go. Ohio. Brazil. Buntun coffee. It's my favorite coffee. I'm waiting on a package. They convinced me to get a Chemex and it changed things. Definitely changed things. Buffalo, Seattle, Nevada, Davis. Ooh, Davis, California. I need to go back up there. I gotta follow up on the seminar I taught you guys. It's fun stuff up there. Russia, dang. South Texas, St. Louis, Missouri, Virginia. Don't think I forget, Buntun. I'm gonna end up at your door one of these days. All right, I believe you. Vancouver, Texas. Everything is bigger and better. Like what? Steaks and guns. That's what I know of, but you should tell me more. Fort Wayne, Indiana. I like Indiana. I'm going to be there next month. I'm going to Indiana to teach a girls' seminar. It's crazy to see how badass. Actually, it's not a girls' seminar. There's a girls' wrestling tournament, but I'm going out there to teach a seminar workshop thingy before, and it's badass. Women's wrestling was like so small when I started, and now they have these whole divisions and all these girls and everybody's good. When I first started, they didn't even have why would they, but they didn't have girl gear, nothing. So I had to duct tape the singlet, a larger singlet, so I could duct tape it on the shoulder blades or collarbones, this thing, to keep it up high. And I had to power net 3,000. And it's because I had hair and I wasn't going to cut my hair to wrestle. And so it basically looked like a swimmer's hat, but it had these Princess Leia things for the ears. It was ridiculous. And 9 times out of 10, it would end up getting me choked, but I had to wear it. Georgia, Chi-Town. I love you too. That's awesome. There's so many girls wrestlers. I got a message that there's some badasses from the high school that I went to, and that is pretty cool. I kind of want to make a plan to go back and check it out someday. I'm so curious how everybody goes against each other now. I feel like there's a little bit of a difference in the work ethic depending on why somebody wrestles. If their parent put them in it, it's kind of like a vicarious thing, but if someone chooses to wrestle and wants to wrestle, they're usually a beast, depending on where they come from too. So that's awesome. Do I have cauliflower ears? I do. This one, it's not so bad. You can see this one's got a bend in it, and it's a little skinnier. This one's more of a chunk right there. It's a little thick. I used to have my ears pierced at the tops on those. One of them I pierced by myself because my mom said no, and that's how I dealt with that back then. Just get my hair down. But yeah, I can't get an earring through this one anymore. If I need sparring, you're there. Okay. That sounds like you little freak. What else? Dublin. I need to go to Ireland, man. That's going to be cool. Egypt. Ooh, that's cool. Kat, my knees. How are your knees? My knees are good. They're really good. They're excellent. after I had that big knee surgery in 2013, I'll be honest, my knees sucked before that. And so when I had that surgery, it was kind of like getting new tires on my car. So they were better than before. So I'm like, I can't hate that that all that happened, because I mean they're monstrous now. Love from Sweden. Oh, Sweden. I need to go there too. I wrestled there before in Klippen. It's pretty crazy. I think I just read something about someone wrestling in a strip club. That's kind of cool. I hope it involved like Vaseline or baby oil or something. New Hampshire, New Jersey. How many martial arts do I practice? I do jiu-jitsu. I'm going to call wrestling a martial art, even though it's a sport, but I'm going to consider this question about combative stuff. So I do jiu-jitsu, I do wrestling, I do Muay Thai, I do Judo, and I know there's another one. Some Taekwondo, but that one's more like goals and doing fun shit and kind of setting myself up a bucket list for my sport. I don't know if you guys noticed, but if you go back and watch like the last 6 of my fights, I've been trying to land that hook kick. Like, I'll throw it at least once a fight, and the day I get it is the day I'll knock it off. But until then, I mean, I gotta land it. I gotta figure out the timing. That's how I roll. That's how half the funky shit I have done gets pulled off, because I set a goal and I like stick to it. Like suplexes. I know you guys like those suplexes. Let's see. Who's my toughest training partner at Alliance? One of the toughest people that I would go with there was Goyito Perez, because he's fighting. Like, you guys, there's no like round where you guys are just working. Like, you walk into the room and he's pacing, looking at you all funky, and like you, I believe he's one of the only people that taught me to be very mindful when I'm tired to breathe with my mouth open, because he push kicked me in the face and I straight up caught the whole ball of his foot, like there. I tasted the ball of the bottom of Goyito Perez's foot during sparring. And if you think about all the DNA that's on the mats at these gyms, all the sweat, all the different sports, because there's other classes, like all of that, someone step in that and then put it in your mouth. That's a day in the life of a fighter. It's not even the grossest thing that's ever happened to me. Not even close. Cat, you are a hot woman. Is that like a superhero? Like Catwoman, Wonder Woman, hot woman? I'm excited you guys are excited for my next fight. It's coming. There's some stuff I'm getting through right now. I got some recovery and some healing, and it's coming along. Like, every day it's doing something to contribute to getting back in there and getting better. And yeah, man, it's going. Massachusetts. Hell yeah. Catherine. Close. It's not Catherine though. Got the first few letters right. Mop with disinfectant. Well, yeah. I mean, they do. But it's not every 15 minutes. Redlands, California. Oh, hell yes. It's one of the coolest places. I visited when I was younger. Am I gonna make more Why We Fight? They're talking about it. They're talking about doing the new season. I've definitely heard from them, and they said that it went awesome, and there's definitely a ton more stories to tell, including my own. That was one thing about that show that was amazing, was that it was so relative, and I got to walk through my own journey and my own like memories of stuff that I went through, and looking at what other people went through. It was extremely cathartic. You know, it would kind of scratch the surface of some of my shit, but you know, there would there'd be a lot more to do and a lot more to understand and see. That was a good show. It was a very intense experience, I will say so. Who won Felder Hooker last night? I don't know. I actually did not see that. I saw the results of the Fury fight, so I know Fury won. Let's see. King Alpha Cat Zingano. Hey, that's kind of cool. Thanks. I will tell Marshall you said hi. He will be very happy to hear it. He is sleeping on his place right now. We just threw the ball for forever. I need to get me and my son some dirt bikes. You are not kidding. I definitely do. I've been thinking about that a lot lately, actually. I learned how to ride a dirt bike 2 summers ago, and it was super natural for me, even though I grew up with four-wheelers. They're similar, but it's not the same. And I loved it. I want to definitely get better. That was fun. I flew around a track. I rode 4 different kinds that day because I started off on like this little one, and then I got one of a physically bigger one, and then one with a bigger engine and all that other stuff. So by the end of the day, was flying around on some pretty heavy metal. Tupac or Notorious B.I.G.? I'm gonna say Tupac. He said a lot more cool stuff that I can relate to. What's the biggest advantage in MMA, wrestling or striking? I think wrestling. I'm a little biased on that, but if you can't hit somebody and you don't have a sprawl, you're in some deep shit against a wrestler. Body issue for ESPN. Hey, I've thought about it, and I've actually talked to the ESPN guy about it. His name is, oh my gosh, I literally talked to him last week. Steve Lind. And he's cool, and it's in existence, but haven't gone anywhere with that conversation in the near past. Broken jaw when I'm 26, MMA fan. Dang. I broke my jaw when I was like 17. I know it sucks. Hang in there. Figure out smoothies. Happy to see you're training more judo. My son is a purple belt, and we always wonder why more people don't do judo. Judo is a hard sport, and if you don't start young, like, excuse my language, I don't know if I've met my quota yet, but like, you will get fucked up. When I first started doing judo, I wanted to learn judo so I could get better at gi jiu-jitsu, and my wrestling was like really good, but it was really, it was a very different game when someone was hanging on your clothes. So I went to jiu-jitsu in Colorado, judo in Colorado. I showed up at a place. I had already been fighting a bit, so I tried to be a little incognito and not tell them who I was because I didn't want to get treated differently. And just learn. I just wanted to learn. And I remember going against this girl. I'd done a couple tournaments. I did really good in the tournaments. I think I figured out how to use wrestling to my advantage there, which makes me feel a little like I cheated the system. But I won. No, I was in a few tournaments. It was one tournament. Anyway, sorry. And I won that tournament, and then I went back to practice at that gym that I had signed up with, and I went against one of the main heavier black belt girls there. She kind of called me out, wanted to go. And so I tried to do some judo moves that they had taught me, out of respect for them and their, educating me. I threw some move, and the girl just like sprawled out. All she did was just drop her weight. And in one move, just one move, I hurt my big toe, my knee, and my back. From one failed move on my part. All she had to do was just become a waterbed on top of me, and I got hurt. So I was like, maybe I'm not going to try to get great at that one now, but I have told Justin Flores over and over again that one day I want to get my black belt in judo, and I want it to be from him. So I'm going to be working on it and that is a goal for me. I'm going to have a few different black belts in my life, and that's one of them. Misha Tate rematch. That's funny. I don't think first of all, I think she's got a bun in the oven again. She also retired. I mean, that would be a cool rematch. I've been offered to have a jiu-jitsu match against her, but the timing wasn't right, and I don't believe it was in an area that either of us could get it done at. What's my walking weight? Well, I guess it depends. I'm like I think it was like 157 today. Hello, Mexico. Rematch with Nunes. I think everybody agrees that would be an awesome one to see. I don't know how that'll go. I think, obviously I got work to do in Bellator. That whole split with the UFC was an interesting one. I don't know when and how we could compete against each other, but that would be awesome. I think everybody wants that, probably except her. When's the last time I put somebody to sleep? Dang. It's been a minute. Did you guys ever see the video when I went? They made me take it down, but I was able to find it. One of the UFC employees asked me to put him in a choke, and I was just kidding, and I said only if I can finish it. And he was like, oh, okay, he wanted it. So I choked him out, and he was there seizing and freaking out, and I was there for him to wake up and tried to help him and everything, and then it kind of blew up. And then the next day I got a call from the UFC asking if we could take it down because it was too vulgar. I was like, damn, the anatomy was just too much. But I think it's all those kinds of things are all over the place now. It's not nearly as weird for some reason. Would I ever wrestle and do professional wrestling like WWE? Yeah, I mean, I already have a very unique style with very big finishes and throws. I like the flashy stuff. I always have. I mean, the basics are very important, but when I get the chance, I'm always trying to go for something big and wild and fancy because I love hearing people scream when it happens. And I love knowing that I just kind of screwed up the equilibrium of my opponent, and now it's on a highlight video, and there's all that kind of ego stuff that goes with it. I mean, I've been on the other side of it too, and it sucks, but I mean, I like it. And doing those things in that realm of that sport sound really fun. The only thing is that schedule is a little bit nuts. I know they're on the road all of the time, and I think shows once a week in multiple states, let alone I think even other countries. I don't know, but yeah, I think I'd be great at it. I think it'd be natural. Schedule wise, it's not a good fit, but maybe a bit later. Let's see. I like your smile. Please do it. Bedtime stories with cat. Oh. I have no idea. I mean, I know people say they would or they wouldn't watch WWE. I have no idea how well or unwell they get paid. What is my ethnicity? What do you think my ethnicity is? I'm curious. I get a lot of things without Googling it because I don't even know if it is something that can be Googled. What would you assume my ethnic heritage is? Hi to your cat, B-diggers. Italian, Jewish. I'm never going bare knuckle, don't worry. Italian, Little Rock, Arkansas. Eastern European, okay. Mexican. Can't stand the Broncos. I think I'm Nigerian, cool, 100%. German, Italian with Greek. Polish, Maria, hello. Europe descent, Swedish, Puerto Rican, Chicago. Oh, no, you're from Chicago. I'm not from Chicago. Brazil, Argentina. Maybe a little Greek. do I have a Greek face and nose and cheekbones and stuff? Italian like you? Dutch? Scottish. Alright. Kiwi, I don't feel like I look like a New Zealander. But those are some beastly people, oh my god. I really like the New Zealand folks. So I'm Italian, Scandinavian. I think I got more of the Italian features out of my family because they're all blondes. From Haiti. I mean, come on, better be Scottish. I'll be Scottish for you. How about that? I don't have information that I am free to share with you on what's next for the fights, but me and Kogan are on the phone very often. I've seen a few options as far as people. I've heard a few options as far as dates. There's a couple things pending as far as hitting the go switch on that. But it will be epic. Darn. Scandinavian. Oh, I like that. That was cute. Okay, what else? What else you guys want to talk about? It is this year. Absolutely. This year I will be fighting. I'm going to try to get a couple in this year. Trinidad and Tobago, that's cool. Truth or Theory podcast, I don't even know what that is. Forgive me, I don't listen to podcasts so much. I got this really cute message from somebody I don't know that was saying, like, Bellator better treat you right or I'm going to kick somebody's ass. And I thought it was funny. I thought it was awesome how loyal and protective and awesome you guys are and supportive of fighters. Like, I did notice, like, in a lot of sports, especially like team sports and big league sports, like, there's bandwagoners, you know, that are, you know, if a team wins, it's like, yeah, we won. And if a team loses, they're like, oh, they lost. You know, that separation. In MMA, I have to say, I really appreciate that, like, people want to tune in and see how you do. It's not only about how you win, how you lose. I mean, there's concern there, obviously. But I just think that loyalty and that care and that people can be ride or die for you. I mean, that stuff means a lot to fighters. You know what I mean? Fighters need care. And, you know, when you lose, when you win, like, there's a lot that goes into that. And especially sharing it with you guys, like, that's our guts. Like, you get to see our guts, our insides. That's everything we have. And, you know, to be supported and to have somebody, like, encouraging you and liking you no matter what, like, understanding you, that's a big thing. It's really big. Thug Rose, yeah, she's good. Me and her sparred when I lived in Colorado a bit. She's a thug for sure. That's actually the most perfect name ever. Do you guys remember when she did that video where she, like, murdered all those people in the snow? Oh, I forget what that, like, little arrow was called when they were playing that one song. Hi, Virginia. What sports besides MMA do I watch? I watch some football. I haven't gotten as into it these last couple years. I like soccer. I like weird stuff like funky diving and synchronized swimming and just stuff that's, like, very, very technical and hard. But I also don't, like, you know, set the DVR for it or anything. I just I'll stare if it's on. Who's my favorite fighter? It's such a tricky one because I think technically... Oh, I'm going to get in so much trouble. I don't even want to tell you guys. You're going to get all mad and weird and start attacking people. I know you too well. What kind of movies do I like? I like comedy I used to love horror movies, but I haven't been so into them in the past few years. I feel like there's so much adrenaline that goes into my day as it is, that like opting for adrenaline that in a situation that I can control, like I don't choose for scary movies much. Plus, I can't eat during like bloody, gory scenes, and I always like to eat when I watch movies. Something about that grosses me out. Will I write a sequel to my book with plenty of pictures of me? I have been thinking about writing another exercise book, like way more in depth and detailed. That first one, it was all right. It was awesome. And it was a very cool, like, icebreaker into what I like to do with language and with all the knowledge I have, especially with all the badass coaches and all the training that I've had. Like, I would love to give you guys what I've been given. It's been a lifesaver for me and given me so much, like, purpose and knowledge. Like, I get to import and export all of these ideas, like, that people have figured out. But on another note, there's like other stuff in these books that I want to write. I love writing. I actually write a lot. I write a lot of stuff, but yeah. 303. What? It's Boulder. Podcast with Barb. We should do a podcast. Me and Barb Honchak should, because I mean, I don't know, her humor, and it's kind of, she's like a friend that when her and I get together, we both turn into like 15-year-old boys. Like, everything is offensive and inappropriate, but still slightly intelligent. And yeah, she's one of the funniest humans I know. It would be good because I have all of these girls like Randy Miller that would come on. I have a friend, Opal Divine, she would come on. Like, just these super smart women that are very crass and have like these nuts personalities, but so smart. I mean, it wouldn't just be women, it'd be everybody, but like, I like to be around people that are intellectually stimulating and like funny. So it would be a good mixture. I don't know if we'll do it. It's hard to do remotely. I think people typically like their hosts or whatever you want to call it to be in the same room, and everybody is in different areas. But I mean, it could be done. I don't know. We'll see. If I was not a fighter, what would I do? God, there's so much. I think I would probably do something with animals. When I was a kid, I wanted to be a veterinarian. It was one of those things where I had supportive parents, but and they're like, you know, the standard, like, hey, you can grow up and do whatever you want to do. And I said I wanted to grow up and be a veterinarian, and they're like, okay, well, that's a lot of school and really expensive. You should think about something else. I was like, damn. Okay. So you kind of mean it. However, fighting is like more schooling than any of this. Like, I feel like you have to be training every day and learning every day. And if you don't, like, you literally lose it. I mean, the concepts are there, but like, you got to stay on top of your shit. And so if you consider how many years I've been putting in and contributing with my motion and my body and my learning into fighting, it's over 25 years. I started when I was 12. So, I mean, I'd be a doctor a few times by now for what I know about this. What else? I'm happy you're inspired. You guys inspire me too. Someday I'll have to explain how that works, but it does. Peace. Yeah. Have I played UFC on the PlayStation? Yeah, I played against my son the first time I got to play. And he was Rhonda and I was me. And of course I want to win. Like, of course I want to win. I'm me. And he's Rhonda. I mean, it could have been anybody and then be Rhonda. But my first time playing me in a video game, you better fucking believe I'm going to win. And I won. And he was super mad. He was so mad at me. We got this whole issue. But he understands now. Oh my god. Okay, Tool or Perfect Circle? Tool. I just went to the Tool concert recently and it was amazing. They killed it. Maynard is a badass, and I don't know if you guys know, he's extremely funny and really, really obviously talented, but his jiu-jitsu is good. He's very inquisitive, like the private lessons that he goes to, like he studies under all these people he respects and like totally goes in willing to learn, asking all kinds of questions, and I respect that, a lot. Anxiety and depression does suck. You are not wrong. Do I surf? I have surfed. I need to do better and more, especially living in California now. I traded those mountains for water. I better use that damn water. But I got, every time I have surfed, I get up really easy, I think, which is like, comes from a good base in these other sports, but once I'm up, I don't really know what to do. I don't know where to go. Like, I ride it to the beach, but I watch all these other people and they do way cooler shit. So I want to learn more. Definitely get in there. San Diego water is not that inviting. It's the Pacific and it's pretty cold. You guys saw my dog's video of the watermelon? That's adorable. He's the most amazing little spirit ever, and pumpkins and watermelons, I don't know, he wants to fight them. I get it. I guess it's not that strange for people to want to chop pumpkins and watermelons, so why would it be that weird that a dog feels the same? Can I stand on a ball like Ferguson? Yes, and if I couldn't, I would this week. I need to know what I can do and what I can't do. And what I can't do, I just keep working on. What is one country that you really want to visit? I want to go to New Zealand. I really want to go to New Zealand. There's a ton of places up there that have caught my eye that I would die to go to. I don't know. I'm very outdoorsy and I really like natural treasures, I guess. One of the coolest places I've ever been was a place called Agua Azul in Mexico, and it was this like cascade of different levels of this really blue water, and I went there and swam upstream and just felt like Pocahontas, going from pool to pool, climbing across trees and cliffs and vines, and then diving in and swimming to another piece. It was all badass. I'm gonna do it again, but I also want to find more places like that. My self-care? Oh, did you read that on my mirror? I have boxes on my mirror. I have 6 boxes, and they each have a instruction, I guess, or not instruction, but I guess a suggestion or something I would tell myself to do, or try to check the boxes. And I try to make sure I check 3 of those boxes each day. And yeah, that self-care, it's like any level of self-care. So if that's like go on a walk or just get ready differently, or, spend time with a friend that makes me happy, or laugh, or even nails, or, whatever, anything to just kind of maintain and upkeep things that make me feel good about myself. So that one was on there. I normally don't try to let you guys see what's on there because it's mine, but I let you see that there is something on there, so it can help provoke thought for you to start working on yourself as well, so we can all improve together. Do I still tap dance? I have goals too. I got shoes. I ordered shoes, but I haven't headed over there yet. Can I do that trick with my bra again? Oh my God, you have no idea how talented I am at switching bras without slipping a nip. I'm good. I don't mean to toot my own horn, but that's what we're on here doing. I am good. Favorite drink? Either a vodka soda with some lime or a tequila soda with some lime. Those are my favorite. I don't like anything too sweet. And I'm never really sure if I want them on the rocks or neat. Depends on the night. Pizza with pineapple or no pineapple? I'm a little mad at you for even asking me. Hell no. Nothing sweet on a pizza. That doesn't work. And I mean, if you're into it, all you, but don't you dare put it on my pizza ever. Cat is not my birth name. No. It is short for my very country name that my mom gave me because she had a couple people that she loved dearly, and so she combined it to make me my name. My favorite cheat meal is would either be like a really fat, perfect bread, perfect kind of meat, quality of meat, bacon cheeseburger, and then probably some chicken wings and like sweet potato fries. All of it has to be gluten-free though, and soy-free. Deep dish pizza sounds good too. What is my dream car? My son always asks me that. I wish I had a better answer other than something that would be like a Raptor. Like, I like those trucks. That's my name. It's from my mommy. Carne asada, burrito, pizza, or tacos? I'm gonna say tacos. I want you, hold pads, we will see, you are good. I don't know if that was a question or a statement, but I do hold pads. I do teach private lessons. I will say they're a little bit pricey, but it's because I put so much thought and time and effort into people. Plus, it's like a big thing out of my schedule, and it's definitely a workout for us both. But I'm not sure what you were saying. Salty or sweet? Do I get both? In-N-Out Burger's bomb. Also, I get it protein. Do you know you can get 4x4s? I just learned this. You can get 4 meat patties. I thought that was amazing. I felt super excited that I got this privileged information, but apparently it's more common information than I thought. Favorite wrestling pin was the Saturday Night Ride. Okay. Well, guys, I'm gonna get going. I got other stuff to do. I thought I'd get on here because it's pretty fun talking to you and chatting with you. I hope you have a good rest of your Sunday. And all of you out of the country, it might be tomorrow and it might be yesterday, but I hope whatever day it is for you, you enjoy it. And we'll do this again later.